Satnam, everybody. I'm going to do a video today about the Adi mantra ONG NAMO Gurudev Namo. It's the opening chant we use in Kundalini Yoga to tune us in. Actually, before I even get to that, many of you may wonder why I always say Satnam. And so when I say Satnam, I'm basically bowing and connecting to your highest truthful self. And so Satnam is very similar to saying Namaste. In Kundalini Yoga, we use Satnam to greet, to say goodbye, and to basically just honor that truthful divine aspect of who you are. So Satnam means the infinite truth flows within me. So now that we got that out of the way, we're going to go to the ONG NAMO Gurudev Namo. So in other forms of yoga, sometimes a teacher will tune in with using the Om, O-M. And it's not something necessarily done on a regular basis in a class. However, in Kundalini Yoga, it is mandatory and very, very encouraged to use the Adi mantra because it tunes you into your highest divine self. It connects you to the teacher within yourself, all the teachers in the room, teacher students in the room, all the teacher students out in the world, past, present, and future. It really just, it's like tuning into that perfect radio station where you can clearly hear the music you want to hear. And the music in this case is the music of your heart and soul speaking to you. And so it's called the Adi mantra because Adi means primal. And, well, we are using this mantra as the first mantra to tune you in before the practice begins. And so typically this mantra is chanted 3 times. However, you can chant it as many times as you need to until you feel like you are connected. It takes time to build up and to recognize how important and beneficial the tune-in actually is. And so just keep up with tuning in. Even if you feel like it's not doing anything or it doesn't help or benefit your practice, it really is. I can say from experience that when I first started Kundalini Yoga, I didn't really understand the tune-in. I didn't necessarily notice a difference between doing it and not doing it. But I committed. I kept up and I said, you know what, this is part of the practice and I want to follow the practice. And so in my own personal practice, I started doing it all of the time. And I started to build and develop a relationship with the mantra. And soon that relationship got stronger, and soon I started to see the effects of that relationship and how it affected me and my practice. And so at that point, I understood. It made sense, and I always wanted to do it. Even when I'm not doing yoga, I want to chant this mantra because it's that place where I always feel connected. I always feel like I'm listening. And it's when my soul always knows that it will be heard. So there's a couple different parts to chanting this mantra. Ong. What does Ong mean? O-N-G. That means creative consciousness inside of me. Namo is name. Guru is Gu is dark. Ru is light. And so moving from dark to light or unconscious to conscious. Guru is just an energy. It's a teacher energy, and we all have it inside of ourselves, and there's one outside of ourselves. Dev is like that angelic quality, and we all have that inside of ourselves as well. And then Dev Namo. So Namo is name. So Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I call upon the infinite. I call upon that highest, best power within myself. Honoring that you do have a higher self, a higher power, and a divinity. So that tunes you into that place. And so I'm going to actually chant it a few times, and we'll talk about it a little bit. And when you do this mantra, you always bring your hands to your heart center, and it actually just, gosh, it creates this opening, this channel for it to just beam through your heart. And it's really great if you can keep both elbows straight and create like a nice pressure at your hands, spine straight, chin locked, gazing at your third eye. And so you'll always take an inhale, a deep inhale, and the first sound is Om. So the NG creates a nasalized sound. So this really isn't coming through your mouth. It's being pushed up through the conch in your nose, and it's going to vibrate the third eye. So a lot of people like to try to sing it. This is chanting. You're vibrating. Mantras vibrate inside of you. So you want to feel the vibration as you push the sound up your nasal cavity. So you're blocking off the oral cavity, and you're allowing the air that you've breathed in to come up through the nose. So you inhale. So Namo. N is a nasalized sound too, so you're pushing that up, then you're bringing it down to a vowel, na, and then M is a nasalized sound as well, mo. So you want to feel that resonance going on, that shaking action going on in your nose. So it's Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Guru. So gu is a back sound. You produce it in the back of your mouth. Then you bring it back up. Oo. So oo is that a vowel sound produced with your lips. Ru is another back sound. And then you bring the oo back up. So guru. You're shaping this. It's a flow into each other. There's no cutoff. You're flowing each sound into another. So guru, Dev. Dev is you flick the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Dev. And then Namo, you do it again. It's nasalized. Na, o. So it's kind of like that. It's really about playing with the sounds. I love chanting, and it really plays on my background as a speech therapist because I understand how you produce sounds, what parts of your mouth make the sound, how air quality affects the sound, and how you use your articulators, your teeth, lips, tongue, jaw, to create the sound. And so here we go. I will bring my hands to my heart center, and I will do it 3 times. If you want to practice with me, you can. Or you can just sit and feel the vibration. Feel the vibration that I'm projecting out to you. I'm projecting out my infinite wisdom to you. So let it meet your infinite wisdom and allow you to feel comfortable to chant it as well. So I'll close my eyes, bring my hands to my heart center. I'll inhale. I'll inhale again. Then I'll inhale. I'll retain my breath just very gently and feel that connection. Feel everything coming into alignment right at my heart as I tune into that infinite wisdom inside myself. Then I'll exhale my breath. I'll release, and I will feel more tuned in and more available to access those channels inside of those divine channels inside of myself. Now, chanting this mantra, you will require a lot of breath capacity, and so sometimes you can stop and take a breath in between. It's just a matter of understanding how much breath you're able to carry, and if you're allowed to, or if you're capable of carrying out that entire tune. In my classes that I teach, I never take a pause, and so I offer the full complete, and if someone cannot do the full complete, I trust that they will take a breath wherever they need to. If you go to different teachers, which I encourage highly to try new and different Kundalini teachers, they will all have a slightly different version of how they chant the Adi mantra ONG NAMO GURUDEV NAMO. So no one way is a right way. All ONG NAMO GURUDEV NAMOs is the same. It's just going to come through every teacher in a way that works for them. And so this is the way that I do it. And so if you come to class, you'll hear me. If you go to someone else's class, you'll hear them. The point is to tune into yourself. And so I hope that explanation of the Adi mantra ONG NAMO Gurudev NAMO has helped clarify and helped you to understand why we tune in. All right, see you later, guys. Sat Nam.